It's a beautiful Saturday morning here, October 12th, I believe, and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Sunrise lately is about 7:15, so the sun hasn't been up that long. I think today's the day I need to move the sheep to the rams here to a new area. I need to be better about writing down when I move the animals, just to make sure I'm not leaving them too long or moving them too early. But I come out here and the dogs are all excited to see me, as dogs are. They're doing this behavior that I don't like. It's they like to jump up on people, and then they went over and they jumped up on the back of that ram there. No harm, no foul, but obviously sheep don't like it. And one of the dogs was making, I don't know how to describe it, but sometimes they like to grab with their mouth, not to bite, not to cause damage, but just to kind of, hint at biting motions. And one of the dogs was doing that on his back, but he didn't seem to care at all. But I can see how if the dog gets too excited or if the dog gets upset with the ram, that could translate to, what my other snowball dog has been doing to other sheep. So anyway, now I'm just one of the things I'm going to do with this batch of puppies is just keep a close eye on them and keep them closely confined with the sheep. In fact, I'm thinking of making this area smaller. I think it's too big. So I'm thinking of making the area smaller so that the dogs and the sheep are forced to be closer together. But honestly, I don't think there's a problem. Like you can see here, this behavior. The sheep just literally doesn't care about the dog. And the dogs don't really care much about the sheep. In terms of excitement or interest. Now that sheep there, that ram there that just moved away from the dog, he was attacked by Snowball. And there's another one in here that was attacked by Snowball, lost an ear. So, yeah, I got to get rid of Snowball. I'm also trying to train Nutmeg and Hindungi to be more gentle around the sheep now that they're older. I want to take advantage of their age and experience. See, this kind of behavior is what I want to see. There's a strange sound out there, and the dogs, they fan out, set up a perimeter. And, I think the sheep, they heard the sound, but they're kind of like on alert right now. So they're kind of eyes up, looking around. You see the dogs are kind of patrolling, trying to figure out where the sound is coming from and what it is. And then most importantly is that dog is barking at the sound, right? So even if the dogs don't know what that sound is, they know that they can bark, and that provides some level of security. So, things go bump in the night. It gets pretty dark at night, on a moonless night especially. You see that dog is licking that lamb there. Just like they lick each other. Now the dog getting on his back like that is, nope, that's not good behavior. Nope. One thing I'll see the dogs do is they'll like nip, they'll kind of like munch on the fur of the sheep. And I think that's just like shedding behavior, that, the dogs do it to each other to help them shed. And I don't think the sheep mind. That dog right there is chewing on a bunch of fur that came off a sheep, and like felt or whatever. But yeah, so that behavior you just saw with the dogs wanting to play with the sheep a little bit, the sheep didn't really react, which is what you want the sheep to do. But when things go badly, what'll happen is the sheep will like try to get away, which the dogs, that kicks in the chase mechanism, and that's when things can go bad. So I was watching that, because if the sheep decided to turn and run and then the dog started to chase, then things get out of control pretty quick, But thankfully the dogs didn't take it that far. The dogs just wanted to tickle and wrestle and stuff like that. They didn't want to bite. But the dog was on his back with his legs up. That's a sign of submissiveness, right? To a dog. Sheep obviously don't do that. They don't really have the hierarchy like the dogs do. So anyway, there is one little lamb that got out of the fence there. But he's sticking close to the rest of the lambs, so he's probably fine. I don't know where he's getting his water from, but maybe I should just leave some water out for him. He won't let me get near him, so there's not much I can do. Anyway, guys, it's just interesting to watch the dogs and the sheep interact and, you know, see how that's going. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.